What's up, everybody? Got some domination on Nuketown for you. However, I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay. I'm sure you can tell by the title what I am talking about and why. And that is, why is there so much emphasis on don't drink alcohol? Actually, today in the mail I got from Miami University, which is the school I'm going to, if you did not know that, is I have to take this 3-hour online class about alcohol prevention. It's called Alcohol EDU for College, and it also says here most colleges have to do this. There's like 500 colleges somewhere in my letter I got that I have to participate in this class, and then I have to take a test on it online and pass it to continue my admittance at Miami University. And what confuses the hell out of me every time when I hear the topic of don't drink alcohol and stuff like this is why do we put so much emphasis on alcohol? We have one of the highest. It's us and like 3 other countries that have a 21 legal age drinking. You have to be 21, and well, the law actually states you have to be 21 to possess alcohol and buy it. There actually is no law that says 21 is not allowed to drink alcohol. But I don't get it, you know. And it's not like there's these third world countries have lower alcohol ages. It's France, it's England, Spain. Although I believe it's 16 in a couple of the provinces of Spain. You only have to be 16. But if you look online, most of the countries, you have to be 18 to possess their own alcohol. And I just find it ridiculous. Like, for instance, when I went to my orientation, this woman got up on stage and was talking about like how don't drink in college, how you can get in trouble for drinking in college. And I'm just like, bullshit. This woman is up here preaching about how we should not drink alcohol in college, and I guarantee you 99% she drank alcohol before she was 21. Bullshit. I'd say complete bullshit that she did not wait till she was 21 to drink alcohol. It's just I don't know what to say. It's just one of these subjects that really there's no argument that can be backed up to not make the legal drinking age 18. There is no argument. I'm you know, and I'm always open to other people's arguments on every subject, but there is not one argument that can be backed up against being 18. The only 2 smart things I've ever heard in this discussion were 18 is you're too immature at 18, and if the legal drinking age was 18, people would drink sooner. Both those have nothing to back them up. For the first one, you're too immature at 18. 4 years really makes a difference between... 3 years. Wow, I can't do math. 3 years between 18 and 21 make a difference between your maturity. I'm immature now. I'll be immature at 21. Hell, I'm going to be immature at 25. So 3 years is not going to do anything to me. And the second argument... Oh, and plus with age has nothing to do with alcohol. Sorry, I'm going back to my first one, that you're too immature at 18. Age has nothing to do with alcohol. How many people in your family abuse alcohol that are over the age of 40? I have one person in my family that abuses alcohol, and he's, I want to say, turning 49 this year. I don't know, I don't remember. So, are you kidding? Age has nothing to do with it. It's a judgment. It's what you... It's up to a person to decide if they're going to abuse alcohol or not. And having a couple beers, even if you're 18 or 7, I'm even going to go 16. There's nothing wrong with that. How many of you have not had a beer? And I'm not saying, you know, your uncle gave you a sip of his wine or his beer one Thanksgiving. I'm saying when you actually had a beer or hard alcohol or anything before age 16. I have. It's overwhelmingly most people have had a beer, at least. And I'm not a drunk by any means. And the second argument is that if we made the drinking age 18, that people would start drinking sooner. Well, that's bullshit because, like I just said before, it's up to a person to decide. I'm gonna drink alcohol. I'm gonna abuse alcohol. It's a person's decision. There's no law that's gonna stop a person from making that decision. So both of those are the only two smart arguments I've ever heard, but you can't back them up. You can't back them up with fact. So there's nothing saying that we shouldn't drink alcohol. There's no argument why it shouldn't be 18. You can go join the army and die in a foreign world fighting in a war, but you can't have a beer. You can't legally buy a beer. I wanted to also make this point. I forget what policy put this in place, but you can search online and you'll definitely find it. It is like if you go to a restaurant, I don't, Chili's, Fridays, Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory, a restaurant, any restaurant that serves alcohol. By federal law, if your parent says yes, my son or my daughter can drink alcohol, whether you be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, obviously 21 you don't need a parent, they legally, by federal law, have to serve you a beer. Or, actually I think it's just, I don't know if that pertains to hard alcohol. I think it's any alcohol whatsoever. They have to. Now some restaurants will say, well no, it's policy. We're not going to serve alcohol to minors, even if your parent consents. And that's when you can turn around and say, no, it's federal law, and it's a federal crime to break this law, so bitch, give me my Heineken. Just throw in the bitching, because I'd be pissed off. Now, like I said, your parent has to consent. They have to. It's not, even if your parent's with you, they have to say, okay. And it's federal law. You can look it up online. A lot of people actually didn't know this, like a year ago. I found out, I want to say, the last month or two, that if you're at a restaurant with a parent and they say, yes, it's okay for them to drink, they have to serve you alcohol. Federal law, if you don't follow it, it's a federal crime. A restaurant, there's no policy a restaurant can have, because a policy of a restaurant does not overrule a federal law. So, you know, if you're out in a restaurant, your mom or your dad says, yes, my son can have a beer, my daughter can have a beer, and they say, no, that's policy, you say, no, it's federal law. And you guys have to. And they have to. So that's just a little thing, you know, and oh boy, I'm not enjoying this. Today was a bad day, you know. I was just recording. I went to go get the mail, and then this pops into my mailbox, and this is just pissed me off. I just had to make a commentary on this. And actually, one of the things on here, it's a 3-hour class, online class I have to take. That's complete bullshit. I do not want to take some alcohol prevention shit. It's bullshit. Bullshit. I'm not that mad, so I'm joking when I'm screaming bullshit. I'm not that mad about it. But actually the funny thing is, it says you have to take a test on it and then pass it. And I'm thinking, I'm sure it's an easy test to pass. They don't want you to fail it. But like, what if you were to fail it? Like, is that it? You get kicked out of school because you didn't pass an alcohol prevention test? Like I said before, it's probably really easy to pass, and most universities do it. But what if you weren't to pass it? You get kicked out of school. That's just my opinion on alcohol. I just find it why I don't know why we put so much emphasis on it. My time is winding down. I just want to say thank you guys. Feel free to post anything up in the comments, and you know, stay tuned for future commentaries, guys. Thank you.